My peoples, my peoples. Remember that from last week, part one? Stupid tank taking me out. Well, today I have part two, Battlefield 3 Conquest on the island of Kharg. And I'm just going to go ahead and let this fly all the way through. As you can see in the score, 175 to 145, so we've got a lot of game left to play. Looks like we've got 3 caps right now to their 1. So it is anybody's game at this point, but we're looking pretty good. And I'm having myself a nice little gameplay going on right now, so I just want to keep that up. Now, Island of Kharg right now, if you don't remember, we spawned on the D side, which is the 4th square from the left. If you're looking over there on the left hand side of the screen, right above the mini-map. They just neutralized B. A is theirs, we have C and D. And again, we're spawning on the D side, they're spawning on the A side. This little area right here, between B and C, is a pretty high traffic area. It's pretty easy to get back and forth across from B to C. So I like to kind of hang out in this area and just take pop shots with my carbine from distance and see what happens. Nothing. So I'm giving chase, taking fire along the way. The sounds in this game, are truly, truly amazing. When you've got a headset on and you've got bullets and missiles flying over your head, I mean, the realism is unmatched as far as I've seen in first-person shooters on consoles. Not that I'm an expert on the matter by any stretch, but from my limited knowledge. So this guy gets in the Jeep and he thinks, alright, you know, probably saw me at this point taking shots at him. So he decides to roll up, change seats into the gunner seat, and try to take me out in this house. But, sorry. I mean, he gets a couple shots on me, but that's about it. So now I'm going to work my way back over to B. Try to get that back for my team. But of course, you know, my little mine. Oh, little mine. Oh, you're too cute. You are. Always laying mines. Always. When I've got the engineer class on. And, you know, at this point, you know, I could have maybe stabbed that guy, but I can't tell you how many times I've run up trying to stab somebody, and they turn around at the last second, and then it's like a 50-50 who's going to win that fight. So I decided just to be prudent, do the right thing, get rid of that guy, send him all the way back to his spawn point, or maybe, you know, he spawns on a squad member. But anyway, he's going to be out of the action for a little bit, and you know, every second matters in this game. I mean, I've seen it come down to fewer than, you know, 5-10 points, you know, to separate winner from loser. So anything I can do, I feel, to delay the team, delay the enemy squad, is going to ultimately be beneficial for my team and hopefully get us the win, because that is what I am all about. I'm all about the W's. I could really give two about kill death ratio and all that good stuff in this game, you know, especially on an objective based game like this. Obviously, team deathmatch, a little bit different story. You have to completely kind of switch up your mindset. But for Conquest, it's all about getting caps and keeping those caps and making sure we have the majority of caps so they bleed tickets. Again, tickets are those numbers over there on the left-hand side, right above the mini-map. We're Russia. I'm not going to try to do a Russian impersonation again because last time that was pretty bad. And the enemy team is the U.S. team in orange. So now here we are, you know, kind of just on this lookout. I know they can only come from A. So I'm kind of posted up on this building. I'm going to try to spot some enemy combatants. Oh, it's just the military lingo. And this helicopter has had enough of us over here, and I can't believe I survived that right there. I mean, I took about 16 points of damage out of 100, but that helicopter, unfortunately, is not finished with me. So now I'm down to 20, and I'm like, oh, God, can I get somewhere before he turns around? Can I just try to hustle? Just be a hustler, baby. Hustle. Ah, no. And what happens when I get taken out by a helicopter? Well, That annoys me. That annoys me a little bit. You know, it's like you're up there in this helicopter. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go into my engineer class. I'm going to switch out my RPGs for, yes, the IGLA. I have no idea what that stands for, but it means that I'm going to take that helicopter down, and anything else for that matter that's up in the air. Which, you know, is one of the things that's really cool about this game is that, you know, in the middle of it, you can completely switch up your class to meet the needs of the game at any given moment. So it takes about 2-3 seconds of a lock, you know, to get a lock on. Typically, if he's got missiles, he should have flares. You know, whether or not he has them on or not, I don't know. But I annoy him to the point where he gets that dodge. Looks like I got a disable on that. Not 100%. And I feel like, you know, I got a couple of these things left in my pocket, so I might as well try to shoot down some airplanes or something. So right now, if you look above the minimap, look how the game switched. They now control 3. We're contesting 1, and it looks like we've gotten B back. There's another double kill, tank destroy. Yeah, mines. Yeah, mines. I love you. So easy. So easy with mines. To go ahead and just take out tanks and stuff like that. And like I said, typically there's 2 people in them. You get a lot of points. You'll see at the end of this how many points I rack up in this match. And it's you know, it has something to do with the kills that I got, but more so with taking down tanks, capping flags, you know, defending flags, having, you know, staying alive long enough where there's some more mines doing work. That was probably a Jeep. You know, getting points for the flag cap assist and all that good stuff. You'll see at the end that, you know, there's so many other points that you can get, especially in this game mode, that don't have really anything to do with kills. I've got an MVP on a conquest game where I went, you know, like 6-3, 6-4. Oh, tank. Uh-oh. I'll just sit here and watch it for a little bit. So I'm gonna run up and try to put a mine right behind it because I don't have my my rockets won't take that out. Sniper, die. So I was going to try to throw some mines around it so when it moved, but the guy hopped out. Got another engineer over there repairing it. Good job, engineer buddy. And guess what? I'm laying some more mines. Bow chicka wow wow. Laying mines. Oh yeah. And I totally saw that guy because he had a tack light on his gun. He was running sideways, so that meant the tack light was flashing, allowed me to pick him up in my peripheral vision, which is important for a lot of things, not just gaming. Like if you want to stare at a girl but don't look like you're really staring at a girl, peripheral vision is your best friend. Write that down. Alright, so now we're back. Looks like we're trying to get B. Get off the flag, son! And we got B back, so now we're 2-2. That guy scared the crap out of me. That was my squad sneaked up behind me. Oh, and I was started to say earlier, catching guys on the flank, that's the way to do it. I started to say earlier, the longer you stay alive, the more chance you have of your squad mates spawning on you, which gets you points that way as well. So, you know, running out in the open, not using cover, these are all things that'll, yes, down to my last bullet in that clip. These are all things that'll get you killed, and ultimately, you know, you lose points. You see, I'm just using cover, putting a lot of cover between myself and where I think the enemies may be, and that's just you have to be aware of where their spawns. I can't believe this guy didn't kill me right here. I got very lucky right there. You have to be aware of where they're spawning, what flags they have, and the cover that you have, and the distance that you need to cover between, you know, and let's say in this case between C and B. So we pick up C, I go chasing this guy. Now, the one knock I will have about Battlefield is that it doesn't give you prone blocks when it really should. Like, and I pick up this monster of a gun. So you can have guys like with half their body showing that are proned up against a wall or in a corner, and they'll kind of slide in there all the way, and that's kind of cheap. But you'll see here in a second, it can also prove fatal when you're trying to do that. So again, now I could have just run right in there, but no, I decided to take the little bit longer route, use cover along the way, and get in this way. Flanking's your friend. Win a little gunfight there, and I'm just so used to switching clips so fast, I forget that I have 100 rounds in this thing, and the reload animation for the LMGs, especially, I think this is the M60, takes forever. I don't normally run with the support class that who has all the LMGs, and when I do, I'm typically using a shotgun, so I don't really use the LMGs all that much. Though they are great for suppressive fire. Whenever you see my screen go kind of blurry, but I'm not taking damage, just because there's bullets whizzing by my head and all over my body. So I see my guy go down here because he was anxious running around. Just decided to hip fire this guy because I feel like he's probably damaged a little bit from that first gunfight, and I've got the drop on him, so I should win that, and I do. Alright, now we're back to 3 caps, and they're contesting C, so, no, stupid helicopter. You know what, I got an LMG, I'm just gonna unload, and I don't even know if I hit the thing once. Taking air support down with a light machine gun is probably not the best idea. Get lucky right there with a little hip spray. That guy was sprinting out, and now I switch up, and I feel like now I have an assault class. So when you pick up an enemy's weapon off the ground in Battlefield, you not only pick up their weapon, but you switch to whatever class they were running. So I started out as an engineer. I picked up that light machine gun, so that means I switched to the support class. And now I have some sort of assault rifle, which means I have the assault class, which is also the medic class. Alright, right there, see that guy's feet were sticking out, and it got him dead. So, it's kind of a dual-edged sword. If you're going to wedge yourself in a corner and try to hide that way, a lot of times your legs will be sticking out the backside, and if somebody sees it, it's an easy kill for them. So we're back to a triple cap to their 1. I'm looking downrange A towards where they're going to be coming from, because that's also their spawn point if they go all the way back their deployment. If you don't have any caps and none of your squad members are alive, to respawn you have to go to your initial deployment, which on this map is about 200 or so. I don't know, yeah, like this is gonna work, Papa. It doesn't. That's a Jeep that I'm trying to just launch something at. It's about 200 or so meters, 250 I think, from your deployment on the A side to the A cap. So it's quite a hike. Sometimes you'll go to your deployment and there'll be no vehicles or anything, and you just gotta huff it. And that can be a bit of a long run, and again, it keeps you out of the action for a while. So this game is winding down. We're up 102-2. We just got to get 2 more of them, and they're done. Game over. W for ZD. I'm gonna let this go for a little bit. Let you guys see. I go 24-3. And it's really about all the ribbons and stuff that gets me about 13,000 points total. All day. Leveling up. Look at all that. Yeah, I'm a decorated soldier. MVP. What? Yeah. Anyway, guys, this is papaziti saying thanks for watching. I will see you next time. Peace.